Hello everyone, meteorologist Mike here for your Synoptic Scale CONUS forecast from July 7th to July 11th. And as always, before we get started, a couple things I do need to go over. One, this is not a full and complete forecast. This is just an overview of large-scale events happening over the continental United States. For a full and complete forecast of your area, please see your local meteorologist or your favorite weather app. And secondly, all of my times are in Zulu time, or the GMT time zone. This is a standard across weather models, so we don't have to deal with time zones. And I am continuing that trend. I will, however, have all the time zone conversions down in the description below. Alright, let's get started with what's happening right now. 12Z on the 7th, we got a front that has stalled across the eastern portion of the United States, stretching from Delaware off into Colorado. We have a pair of low pressures on that front. One off in the Chesapeake Bay with a trough stretching down to its south, and a second one in Missouri. Just seeing a couple of showers right now associated with all of this. I do expect that to ramp up here in the afternoon. I do expect some thunderstorms, some of which will be severe, as seen here by the SPC Day 1 Convective Outlook. A pair of slight risks, one in the east in Virginia, the Carolinas, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, and a little bit of Kansas. And the one in the west is in Montana, the Dakotas, and Wyoming. This slight risk, I cannot really visualize the reasoning for you all. I do apologize. But there is a ridge in that area, and that ridge will have a couple little troughs cutting into it over the next couple of days, and those troughs can kick up some thunderstorms. So we will see that slight risk up there for the next few SPC outlooks. Alright, let's look ahead to 0Z on the 8th. The low pressure from Missouri has gone off into the Chesapeake Bay. Now has kicked that front down south, turned it cold, and now that front stretches down into Alabama. I do see showers and thunderstorms associated with that front. 12Z on the 8th. That front has moved off into the Atlantic. We now have a new low pressure that has come down, that is centered on the Illinois-Wisconsin border, has its own cold front stretching down into Oklahoma. I do see plenty of showers and thunderstorms associated with that, especially around the center of pressure. Alright, SPC Day 2 Convective Outlook, only a marginal risk for severe weather for the east. That slight risk in Montana does stay. And 0Z here on the 9th. Low pressure has moved down into Indiana. Cold front stretches down into Texas. Still seeing showers and thunderstorms associated with that front. And we have a new low pressure centered in Wyoming. 12Z on the 9th. The eastern low pressure has moved off to DC. Cold front now stretches down into Mississippi. Still seeing showers and thunderstorms along the front. And a high pressure has come down from Canada and has built a very sturdy ridge all the way down into Kansas. That's going to keep this low pressure that's in South Dakota from going much further east. SPC Day 3 Convective Outlook, still only a marginal risk for the east. That slight risk has moved off a little bit east, now in North Dakota, Montana, and Minnesota. 0Z on the 10th. Eastern low pressure is now in Virginia, with the cold front stretching down to the Florida Panhandle. High pressure still remains, and the low pressure has bounced off the ridge back into Wyoming. 12Z on the 10th. The cold front is basically only impacting Florida, still sending some showers into Georgia at this point. Still do expect some thunderstorms associated with that front, and low pressure that can't get any further east is trying to get further east. Is now on in South Dakota. 0Z on the 11th. That front has stalled out in Florida and Georgia, still kicking up showers and thunderstorms down there, and the low pressure is now trying to is now trying to get around the ridge by going south. He is now in Nebraska. Twozy on the 11th. Stalled front is still stalled, still kicking up some showers and thunderstorms. The high pressure is starting to move east a little bit. He is now centered in Pennsylvania, and the low pressure has gone back to South Dakota. Alright guys, that is my CONUS forecast. Let's take a quick look into the Atlantic because there's nothing happening. No tropical cyclone activity expected within the next 48 hours. Alright guys, that's my forecast. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe for future forecasts.